It says this in Matthew 23, the greatest among you shall be your servant. Whoever exalts himself will be humbled, and whoever humbles himself will be exalted. We know this. It's the thing is, even those who came around him asked, like, who will be at your right and your left? They're asking for those point positions, like who's closer to you, who's the best disciple out here, right? And he's like, these are not for you. What are you doing? You can't go where I'm going. You can't do what I'm doing. Even then, in those moments, they were still fighting for it. We see in James, it talks about this, humble yourselves before the Lord, and he will exalt you. In James, it says also in verse 6, but he gives more grace. Therefore, it says, God opposes the proud and gives grace to the humble. Now, think about that. He opposes the proud. So if you're having an arrogant, puffed up day, know this, God is not for you. God is against you. And that's a hard place to be, because as a Christ follower, God is for you. He's always for you. But the idea is this, whenever you start stepping up into his position, you're against him. Is that hard to take? Is that too real? That's the truth that we see here. It's not the idea that he's not for you. It doesn't make you not a child of God, but he's saying, what are you doing? It's like you walking up and like as Jesus got up, you're like sliding into Jesus' seat. You're like, I got this seat. He's like, what are you doing? You ever had that happen? Like, you have a designated chair at your house for certain people? I know a lot of guys do this. Do you have a chair at your house? You ever had a kid or a grandkid jump in your chair and you're like, what are you doing? Get out of that chair right now. You know what I'm saying? We have a parking spot like that here. There's the idea, like, there's all sorts of things that'll happen. You don't understand. But here's the deal. That's a real thing because that's an honor thing. And they're taking that spot. They're taking that place. And that's what we're doing to Jesus when we are puffed up with pride.